Okay, so here I am in the cute little town of Timisoara, Romania. The question is this one of the next new digital nomad expat destinations? Can we find cheap accommodation, good quality food at a low price? Is it a fun place to live and work? We're going to try to answer some of that for you today. Welcome to Timisoara. So I would eat there again. That soup was actually really good. We came to a place that was listed on Google as one of the best cheap eats, and it's called Supa. I will say, the soup is pretty good. It's a chicken soup, but it has a good flavor. It seems everything here has really strange hours. Like, this must be a lunch-only place because after 4 o'clock it's gonna be closed, and it's 3 something, and it looks pretty closed already. This was about $3, $2.75. So a good deal, decent sized soup, and it does have a good taste. Changes every day. There was hardly any left when we got there at 3:20, but I liked the soup. Let's take a look at the place. We got a place that's in a great neighborhood. It's right next to some of the beautiful churches. It's near the main square. It seems really central, and I love it so far. Here's the kitchen. Cute little kitchen with a little table for 2. It's all we need. American style fridge, which is always nice, not those little baby fridges. Living room, so basically a separate living space. Nice big TV, and it has a balcony off of the living room, which looks at one of the beautiful churches. I don't know which church it is yet, but we're gonna find out. Gorgeous. Israel and I, who's still traveling with me, have our own place. Cute little bathroom right here. No bathtub, but that's actually really common in Europe these days. I like having a bathtub so that I can have the option of really relaxing if I want to, but it's not standard anymore. And here's my bedroom. I love it. Let's do the bed test. Whoa. Not too bad. Kind of springy like I like. I wouldn't say it's Hilton quality, but and I have my own private balcony looking at a different church. We're changing up the pace a little bit. We're not going to be here a whole month like we were in Budapest and Krakow, so we're only here per night. So the rates are kind of higher. You're paying a nightly rate. I want you to guess, how much do you think this 2-bedroom apartment on the quiet 7th floor with an elevator in a really nice neighborhood of a really cute town in Romania, 3rd largest town in Romania, how much do you think this costs? Did you take a guess? $50 a night. That's everything. That's internet. That's taxes, fees, service fees, everything. So I'm excited about being here and to see the sights tomorrow. So what does it feel like in Timisoara? Well, right now I'm standing in one of the most beautiful places, which is called the Victory Square. Behind me is the opera. All around me are what we were told were the palaces built by Jewish families in the late 1800s and early 1900s. And then behind is the Orthodox Cathedral, built in 1936 after this area was taken over by Romanians who were Orthodox, rather than Hungarians who had ruled prior to World War I. So for me, knowing a little bit about the history here, not only does it feel like a beautiful little city, but it also feels like a representative of the cross-culturalism and multiculturalism that was the great Austrian Habsburg Empire when most of these buildings were built. It's kind of like walking through the past. It's actually a very interesting warning about the future. There was a wave of nationalism that happened all across Europe in the late 1800s. And that nationalism ended up going against what you see here, which created all these buildings, which was the multicultural, multi-ethnic coming together of people in cities. And it ended with the Holocaust and World War II. So maybe not such a great idea to embrace our most nationalistic tendencies. Better to have beautiful places like this thriving as they once were, and maybe one day will be again. Blueberries. Wow, more and more. So how would I answer the question of whether or not Timisoara, Romania is a good city and an up-and-coming city for digital nomads? Well, first of all, I can say that it's very beautiful. It has the Austrian architecture that makes it like a cute little version of Vienna or Budapest. It is safe. It is peaceful. It seems like there is lots of variety of things to eat. And I see trams all around town, although I haven't taken them. I assume it's easy to get around. I know it's easy to get around on foot. So it has those things going for it. Here are some reasons why it might not be the next greatest digital nomad destination. First of all, I don't find it any cheaper than Budapest or Krakow or Prague for that matter. We did get a really nice rate, a nightly rate on our Airbnb, and it has beautiful views. But I think you could also get that rate in Budapest. Maybe not with the same view, but still pretty close to the center. Also, we did not find any great cheap eats. I looked in my old Lonely Planet guide, I checked out Google reviews, I even posted in the TIMISOARA expat group, and the recommendations that they gave were either not so cheap or not so good when we went there. We did eat at the soup place, which was good, a fairly good price, weird hours, one lunch option right there, but we did not find a plethora of cheap quality eating options. So I would say eating here and living here is probably in general almost as expensive as living in Budapest or another big city of the former Habsburg Empire that probably has a lot more to offer. So the reason you might want to live here or move here as an expat or spend some time here as a digital nomad would probably be because you want that small town feel. Also, it's just not that easy to get to. So I don't see this becoming a huge digital nomad hotspot anytime soon. Keep in mind, we also came when it's a little bit cooler towards the end of November, so I could be a little bit biased having spent some time here in cold weather. And also things aren't going great with regards to COVID cases here right now, so that's also a bit of a bummer. That may have colored the experience. Maybe I'll come back and check it out in the summer sometime. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our little glimpse of Timisoara, Romania. And please click subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, where I'm going next, what I'm going to check out, what expat digital nomad destinations I'm going to evaluate, and what places I'm going to see that could be of interest to you. I'm Toby, and this is Nomadigan Travels. Thank you. Bye for now. That's all you're getting.